Okay. Let's see. This UIP? What's UIP? What the hell? Oh, up. No sense. Yeah, I got an ice cream, and I'm trying to understand this. Okay, so we got a player node that has ice cream again. Yes. We got the visuals. We got the hitbox. Input gatherer. And we have a node that has all our states of our state machine. Yes, sense. I found this dude, Russian dude, on YouTube that explains how he does this character controller, and I think it's very good. It's very neat, very organized, very nice architecture, and I want to break it down and understand it. Okay, so first of all, already the input gatherer and the model, and on the physics frames. Uh-huh. So you gather the input, and then you update the model with the input. Okay. So let's check this out. Yeah, so what's the input packets? Hmm. Okay. An array of strings and a vector too. Wow. Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't understand this part. I see. Ah, huh. I see. And so if so this just adds at the end of an array. Okay. This has its parent as the player. Okay. Key value pairs. Okay. I see. So you compare the values, and this sorts it in a descending manner. Okay. This is a dictionary? Yeah. No, this is an array. Is it? No idea. Current move is a move, okay. Already the current move is the idle, of course. Moves dot values. The list of values in this dictionary, yeah, it's a dictionary, as I thought. Move dot player. What? So what? Oh, okay. So this just makes the it's the other way around. I thought it was player equals move. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you make this here. Yeah, okay, I understand it. Update function. You read the input and delta. You make a variable which is relevance. Mm. So if the first one, oh, okay. Switch to okay. So the switch to Oh, so if the first on my queue is the action that I am on, then it's okay. Else, return the first on my... Okay. Yeah, this just updates and makes it move. Okay. If I'm on the floor, sort and return the first. Hmm. When I'm in the jump state, you apply gravity, which makes perfect sense. And when I enter this state, you apply the jump velocity, which makes perfect sense. Okay. So you gather the input, which is an array of strings, and then a model checks that array check level. Wait. So I read the input. Ah, I see. Right? So right now I'm on idle, imagine. Mm-hmm. Can I... Yeah, wait. That's an input packets. Okay, so input dot actions. Okay. Mm. Okay, so I don't really understand this then. This should be... I don't understand. Like, wouldn't I just have an ever increasing array? Or somehow am I moving something? Oh no, wait. I think I might be stupid. Yeah. So every frame you gather input and you only take the new input, like you make a new package and you append, like on that same frame you append the actions that might be pressed on that frame, and if there are several at the same time you order them in a priority list and then you return the first one. Yeah, so it's a singular. Yeah. Okay, I think I understand it. Okay, so now let's check the second iteration of this. There we go. Yeah, obviously we got like some player things. Yeah, don't. That's nothing that I'm interested in. What's this, like a debug sphere? Yeah. Yeah, boxes, don't really care about them. So first let's see what... Okay, we got a camera that moves. A jump, sprint, attacking. Okay. Yeah, so that's the second iteration, and let's check this out. We got a player node. On ready you have the input gatherer, the model, the visuals, and the mount. Makes perfect sense. On ready, visuals.accept model and animator play run. Huh? Why? Gather input, update the model, and remove the input gatherer. Okay. Pretty simple. Let's check this. Already model. Okay. Yeah, those are the joints and the surface. Okay, so these are like my meshes. We got like the sword there. Yeah. So this is where all my meshes are stored. Okay, makes sense. Model.skeleton get path. So so mesh.skeleton, I guess. So that so it matches. So I don't know. Every frame, adjust weapon visuals, sword visuals. Global transform. To the model, to the active weapon. Okay, this is pretty simple. Check model. Okay. Player, the skeleton. Ooh, what the hell? Yeah, okay, let me check this out. What's this? Like this is the skeleton, okay. Got the animator, like that's the bone. Bone attachment 3D, okay. Wait, let me just, yeah. Oh, this is where I have like the weapon socket. The sword is like a character node. That's funny. Okay. What? if the distance from the flow point is less than the landing height, wait, what? So, oh, yeah. Um, hmm. That's it. Like if this is less than my landing height, my vertical velocity is 0. If not, everything stays alright. So when I reach the floor, I check if I'm moving fast. If I'm moving fast, yeah. If not, okay. Okay. Makes sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. Jump wrong. Hmm. That's some crazy shit. What the hell? What's this? Oh, nothing interesting. Okay. Resources not interesting yet. Humanoid combat. What's this? Okay, we got the priority. So if it's not empty, so okay. Okay. Oh. And where's the logic for getting the transition logic here? Yeah, where's my state? last input packets. Oh, okay. So now we have two arrays. They are loaded separately, okay. Okay. Oh. I see. But how does this communicate with the rest? Here. Legs. No. Oh, that's just the combat, no? No, this is the resources. I don't care about this. Okay, this kinda makes sense, but I might be too tired for even understanding it properly. So I really like this concept that this dude brought of gathering the inputs like this. This is like very easily and expandable to do, and then you just store them on an array that you call at the beginning. That's like very good. I really like that. But I don't understand. I think I need to so oh yeah, here in the model. So you check if you're in combat. You check if you're on the floor or not. I guess this can be extended to more yeah. You check the relevance of the inputs pressed on this frame. If we are good, we're good. If we're not good, we switch to the first one, and then we update. Yeah. But I don't see this being used elsewhere. Like, and I don't understand this either. Like the logic of this. Like, yeah. Get boolean value, data, track, find track, return, interpret. Okay. So this is a move. Okay, that makes sense. So basically that moves me forward, okay. And if I understood it correctly, bruh, this means that if I, yeah, you just force me into me there. Yeah, there's a funny thing going, which is that if I'm me there, you check constantly for the velocity, so you know. I think this could be better made, but it's okay. Yeah, so that makes sense. Oh. We got a funny going, funny bug. Oh, I think... No, it happens every time, no? Yeah, check the anime. I think that's the issue that I just pointed out. It's super obvious here. When you're in midair, you're constantly switching states every frame, and that's not correct. How would we solve that? I guess you just check. You should only check when you're midair, no? You should just check once for this, and you store it and you make it so that once you are... So if your previous... Like if your current is midair and you have checked, you know, whether sprint or jump or run, then you do it like that. So that would be like a landing. Like if you're not on the floor, you obviously are in midair. But this would be redundant here because how would we do this? No, this wouldn't be redundant because imagine if you do the landing animation and you slide off a cliff. Yeah, okay, no. So if you're not on the floor, and what else? You would have that stored somewhere, so you would be on the floor, and whenever you are on the floor and that happens, then you get there, yeah. I guess I would do like a land node that has all the options for landing, like imagine a hard land or a roll, I don't know, something like that. And instead of switching states like that every frame, you only are in midair, and that's flow distance is less than landing height. Yeah. Yeah, it's just as you're landing. Yeah, that's a bug with this approach for the landing animations. Is it switching to mid start after land spring? Yes, that's the thing. Like, so the way it handles this is if your flow distance is less than the landing height, you check, like, you grab the velocity, your vertical velocity is set to 0, and you check your speed. And if you're fast enough, you sprint. If not, you run. Like, run is this and this is sprint, no? So, thing is, if you're high enough, like, there's no problem. But at the very end of the life cycle of the midair, it switches every frame until you land, which makes this animation bug, and that should be something to be solved. I guess you could put the reference point on your feet rather than on the root and check earlier, like later, sorry, when you're closer to the floor. But that could run into some issues that if you're moving fast enough, you can skip the check if you're moving down faster than the speed of that distance per frame, you know? Honestly, I would check the distance only, like the speed only once, no? On when you enter the state. I think that's what should be the life cycle. Like when you enter midair, you check your speed, and you check it only once. And yeah, and then that should decide preemptively, like as soon as you touch the floor, what. This being on the default cycle, like that's what's causing the bug, which is good to know, so we can avoid that mistake when we do that ourselves later. But I think I kinda understand the architecture of this, which is like the whole point of me reverse engineering this. I'm gonna grab another ice cream. Okay. I got the ice cream. What flavor? Same as always, choco and cream. This is also nice, like having the mesh on one part, like just the visual stuff, and the model with the state machine on other. It's very tidy. Mm-hmm. What's the priorities of our moves? Is it on our state's machine? No. Is it where? Oh yeah, this is the. Yeah, where's our priority list? What? Mm. Makes sense that it should be here, but it's not. Why is it not? Moves data repo. No. No. Mm. No fucking idea. Where is it? Nope. Nope. Makes zero sense that it's here, but whatever. Block death. Idle, nope. Yeah. Torture partial move. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, nothing on visuals, that's not interesting. Oh, what? Hmm, interesting. I guess this is an enemy. Hey, but what the fuck is our... Yeah, no, this is are the assets. I don't want it. Can't be here, no. Default relations. Oh, reactions. I really don't know where our priority lists. Like, we are sorting priorities, but we don't have them defined anywhere? Like, what? What the hell? Yeah, that's all the animation things. Yeah, I just... Okay, so let's check this out again. So, gather input. Let's update, contextualize, I guess. Translate inputs. Combat actions. Yeah, no, like what? Inputs priority, this is in combat. Yeah, but I don't want combat, I want the other. Oh, here, moves dictionary. Yeah, but where's the assigned moves? Child. If child is move, okay. Hmm. What the hell? I still don't know where the fuck this went. I swear I saw it somewhere. Weird. States as humanoid states, yes. Moves container. should be a move, but I don't see it. I swear to God. Maybe here? No, this just... Okay, I think it's enough for today. My brain is hurting, I'm very tired. Yep, this will be it. Okay, at least I understood something from here. Which is... I guess something, I don't know. I want to do something else. I'm not in the mood for keep working on this. I don't know, maybe play some... I maybe do some gaming on the main. I don't know, what will I do? Don't really want to speedrun either. A rubber duck. Yeah, dude. You rated yourself and play Noita. Fucking rubber duck. I have an imaginary rubber duck called Chat. ¿Qué tal, Emian? How are you doing? Yeah, I might do some Noita perhaps. I don't see it a bad idea. I'm gonna stop with the Skyrim music. I mean, what's the other choice? Do I have any more games? I do, but none that are really appealing. Los fideos para la cena, ya veo. We could actually do some animating on Blender instead of raiding out. We could do a get up animation. That's... do I want to? I'm gonna grab another ice cream and I'll decide. Okay. Dude is getting addicted to ice cream. It's Spain and we're in summer. Of course I'm getting ice cream. Okay. Program is a gateway drug to ice cream addiction. For real, man. Okay, so I could do an animation for prototyping. I could start prototyping myself without animations. We could look into let's grabbing, I guess. Or I can go and play some Noita and do the vast amount of research that I need to do offline and actually prototype with knowledge tomorrow. Hmm. Yeah. Just let me program a game engine from scratch called Following Everything 3D, and we can start from there. Yeah, but I really like that. That's just Minecraft with everything being sand. So basically, what you're suggesting to me is that I start programming a game in Minecraft instead of working on the actual project that I'm trying to work on. Do you want this stream to be compiled as software all together, or what? Like, no way. There's no way. Okay, that was a good ice cream. I finished, so now I have to make a choice. And I think I'm choosing to keep developing tomorrow with a better, clear plan. With, like, I'm actually gonna make bullet points to myself, like, okay, what do I want to. Like, I have an idea to prototype. I want to my character to be able to do these things. Look into how to do these things, and we'll try to make it on stream. And I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow, especially after having kind of understood the architecture that I wanted to understand today, like with the encapsulation techniques of this character um, controller and the state machines and all that. I didn't understand how the switching states logic was handled precisely. Like, I have a couple doubts, but I'll just review the code and try to sort it out. I like the method of having like a priority list and a priority dictionary. I think that's clever. However, I think, wait, can I open Paint? I can. Wow. Can I make the default color on Paint like black instead of white? I don't like being flashbanged. Anyways. Yeah, so the priority list is like on the thing, like you have a dictionary of different lists. Like, okay, you have I don't know, jump has like a priority of 10, then sprint priority of 5, well, I guess roll jump, priority of 5. Then you got walk and idle at the bottom. And every frame you update, so this goes every physics frame. So in physics update, you have like your update function, like we just saw it on the code, that has like you check the prior, which has like a built-in sort, like you check the prior of your inputs, which are handled on the input gatherer. That input gatherer sorts the inputs that you've done on that frame, because that's an array. The array can be sorted, and then like you sort your inputs, and then you take the first one of the array, which is the highest priority, and then you execute it, and that runs every frame. Like, that's a good approach, but I also kind of want the idea of that if I'm in idle, I only can go like run or walk or whatever. I guess walk is another option. I can go to mid-air, and I can go to jump. But for example, I cannot go from idle to what? To, let's say, roll. If I were to have a roll in the game, no? I cannot go here. I only can roll if I'm already like walking or running. And this approach is like, this priority approach is like, doesn't explicitly allow me to do this. Does that make sense? I mean, I guess I could do an if state if like, but that's not as clean. I'd like my state machine to be organized in something like this. Like, okay, I have one state that can go to, wait, I have like several states, and like this one can go to this one, but not this one. This one can only be accessed from here and here, you know. Like, yeah, but I don't think this approach lets me do that. Perhaps it does, but I would have to think about it. But yeah, anyways. I'm gonna go noitaing. I'm gonna rate myself, and Series rate settings do not allow you to rate at the time. Fuck you. Let me. How do I change this? Settings. Moderation. Where was it? Like 30. That setting. Do you remember? Community. No, rates. Stream, perhaps. Stream. I'll just. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Okay. I need to switch my profiles on OBS, so I won't be precisely live at the moment, so just wait a second.